All right, everyone, this is day 2, and the students have submitted their travel destination topic that they will be researching, and it has been approved by me, the teacher. And so today, what I will do is just give a little more detail as to what the project will actually entail. So I'll take about the first 5 or so minutes to quickly review the project outline. Each student has access to this via their lesson files, so they can access this at any point during the research process. So to start with, we're going to talk about what the students will actually be researching. So they can choose to research a country outside of the United States or a state within the U.S. So we talked about this yesterday. The students knew that they were to pick a country outside of the U.S. or a travel destination within the U.S. And so this is what has already been approved, and the students will begin working from here. So they'll gain research skills by researching each specific country or state, whichever they choose. And the students will foster their persuasive skills by attempting to persuade their classmates to vacation in this country or state that they research. The research component project requirements using the internet and Microsoft Word. The students will research a country, obviously. We've addressed this. Information required. So they must include climate, major cities, population, major land masses, mountains, rivers, rainforests, groups of people, food, traditions, anything else interesting that you may find. And this is just to gain a viewer or a potential individual who is seeking a trip outside of the U.S. or somewhere within the United States. This is just to give them some information, an overall idea of what they will find and what they can expect once they reach this area. Second thing, the students will find information on at least 5 places to see or things to do for entertainment, sightseeing in that country that a visitor might enjoy. So with that is just some things. They can access this through TripAdvisor by selecting a specific area or a location, and then most of the time TripAdvisor will populate 5 to 10 places, whether that's attractions or dining, and this is just really beneficial, and this is something that students can actually use here, or they can venture out and use other resources that they may find. Third, the students will find either a travel package to that destination, or they will research the cost of airfare and hotel. So they can choose whether or not to go through a travel agency or to book the trip solely on their own. Fourth step here, they are to include a map of the country and city of interest and include at least 3 pictures of your country. So this could be included down here with the graphics, pictures, and smart art. So we're just letting the students know that they must insert a picture and then use a caption to define this picture that they are using, or this map. Fifth, you should find out as much as you can about your country. So this is any additional information that you would like to include in your research paper that you think would be beneficial and that the reader or the viewer might find interesting. And sixth, you are to become like an expert on your country to be able to persuade your fellow classmates to vacation in your country of your choice or state. And so this is just making sure that your paper is very persuasive and you're encouraging and you're pretty much selling this travel destination to your fellow classmates. You would essentially want your classmates to want to take up a trip to this location and choose yours over another. Next, we would look at correct spelling and grammar usage. This is extremely important, and this is not only used in the research paper, but throughout the remainder of the course. And in any other classes, you should always double check for correct spelling and grammar usage. Professional appearance, printed and turned in by date. So what that means is that the research paper is completely formatted with a cover page, the table of contents, your headers and footers, possibly paragraph headings, bookmarks, captions, etc., etc. The list goes on. And then lastly, you would want to make sure you sum it up with a works cited page. And then, like I just listed here, these are some of the things that you would include, which we covered earlier in the PowerPoints. So I just wanted to make sure that the students had a general overview of what to expect and what they should be working on as they get started working on this research project for the next 2 days. If the students were to have any questions, obviously they could come to me at any point during the research project, but this should hit all of the main questions, and they should be able to take this assignment and take this outline and run with the project and hopefully successfully create a research paper in MLA format on a travel destination. So that's the end of it. I hope you guys enjoyed, and let me know some feedback. Thank you.